What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at some of the magic behind the 3D stuff I did to make her, the animation meme that I posted a couple weeks ago. But we're going to take a look at a technique called the inverted hull. That's how I made the outline on the character that was in the animation. So we're going to take a look at that right now. So we can pull this up right here and zoom in a bit. You can see there's this persistent outline around this 3D character. And I can actually go over here. If I select it first and I go over here into the modifiers, I can hide it so you can see there's an outline that makes it look a bit more pen and inky, cartoony, your typical kind of like 2D animation-esque look. So the way this was done, it's called the inverted hull. And basically what's going on here is there's a shell, the exact same shape of the character, around this entire character itself. So there's basically a duplicate that's colored a flat black. And we're seeing through it because there's an option here in Blender. I open up this panel called Backface Culling. And what that does is it removes all the faces on the inside of a mesh object. So if I turn that off, you can see this is the actual shell without being hidden by anything. It's just a black silhouette. And then if I turn this back on, only the edges that extend outside the border of the model itself are visible. And we use a modifier over here called a solidify modifier to make this work. So we have to click off this button here to flip the normals, because if we didn't, we would not be able to see the outlines, because we're actually flipping the normals so we can, we're culling the outside of the faces instead of the inside, like backface culling normally does. And then we can adjust the thickness with this slider right here, make the lines thinner or thicker. We can adjust the offset, so if they're going to be on the inside of the mesh, the outside of the mesh are kind of sitting on top of it. That adjusts the thickness a little bit and kind of gets janky if you're kind of messing with it like this. And then we have a clamp option that adjusts the relative thickness of different kinds of lines, which is fun to play with as well. So you just apply the modifier, you play around with the settings a bit, and you get a look like this. So if you're looking for a quick and easy way to have real-time 3D line art in your models, this is a good way to do it. If you want a full breakdown, start to finish, of how this is set up in Blender, I have a full 20-minute tutorial on setting this up on this model over on my Patreon. So you throw me $1 a month to get access to this tutorial, as well as any other tutorials that I do in the future throughout the year and beyond. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.